Welcome to Sports Talk with BT and Scooby, Season 2, Episode 4.
Yes,
We're here on a
sir.
Monday.
Yes, sir.
Shout out
Random
Stewie.
Monday.
Stewie can never turn down a extra credit, even though C's
Yeah,
get
especially in
degrees.
college, dude. Especially
C's get
constitutional
degrees,
law.
buddy. Whatever.
Yes, sir.
All right, well,
BT, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Oh, hold on. There you go.
Had a
Make sure
good
I have this
weekend,
right.
did you?
Yes, I did. And we're back with the PC. The PC setup is finally here.
Yes,
You
sir.
can finally start going
Ain't on no bum ass computer. No offense.
Yeah, says the one on the laptop right now.
That's wow, buddy. Wow, you're just shitting on a dude that has a computer.
What?
I don't know.
Anyways, now we can finally start and go like this. Hold on, we're gonna go week 3. I guess for the first game we are going to preview.
We're recapping first, bud.
Whatever, recap, same thing. The murder
Yikes!
of Arizona. Looks like coaching played a big factor in Arizona's
Ass
success
whooping.
last year.
Shout out LC Titan alumni Braden Lofton getting the touchdown catch.
Wow, he got a touchdown catch. One of them.
Avery Johnson, doing everything, even though he's still overrated.
I mean, I don't know, but he played a pretty good game here, too.
Yeah, but
This is the best win in the Big 12.
Yeah, it is. Too bad it doesn't count towards the Big 12.
I mean, oh, that's 2-0. Okay, I was just reading that wrong. All right, so Kansas State dominates Arizona 31-7.
Yes, sir.
Noah
Fafita struggle,
but McMillan is back with a big game. He heard our criticism of his Northern Arizona
God,
game.
he did.
he had 138 yards receiving.
Yes, sir.
Just you can see the win chart here. It was just Kansas State controlled this game the whole way.
I mean,
I think coaching played a big factor in Arizona's success last year. I love you, Gage.
Yeah.
We love you, Gage.
Gage is on a podcast. You can't see the chat. Okay, no, I got you.
There you go.
Oh, love you too, Gage. Love you too, my man. Miss ya. RIP to the Rams football season.
We'll get into that. But overall, it was a pretty good game for Kansas State. Right now, they look like they're the best team in the Big 12.
Yeah, some would say.
Utah, well, we're not going to talk about it, but Utah did struggle against Utah State.
Yeah, but they also did have a true freshman playing, and Isaac Wilson, a.k.a. Zach Wilson's brother. So, yeah, I mean, that could have something to do with it. But, yeah, Kansas State definitely shut out. They kicked some ass. This was a Thursday night game, wasn't it? A Friday night game?
Friday night.
Yeah.
The next game we're going to go to is a Friday night game in the state of Kansas.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy. Subi called this one in his locks of the week.
I did.
And the UNLV running Rebels.
Yes, sir. Jalen Daniels. What did I tell you, BT?
I mean, we both said he's ass.
Overrated.
But UNLV's unique offense kind of got to Kansas. The play that summed up this game the most was the failed fumble recovery for Kansas that would have probably won them the game. They had 5 different opportunities to recover a fumble, and not one person can come down with it, and UNLV recovered it for a first down.
Yep.
Embarrassing. Kansas is back to their...
Can I just say something? What the fuck is these jersey combinations?
Yeah,
like 1-2-1 in black and gray.
Who approved this? What is this? The prison league?
What the fuck? Kansas, like I said, they're 1-2, and they play a good West Virginia team this week. So,
West Virginia's 1-2.
Yeah, but they played some good teams like Penn State, Pittsburgh. I don't know how good they are, but
shout out UNLV. They're trying to steal that Group of 5 playoff spot.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing a good job of it.
They're playing
fantastic football.
2 Power 5 conference wins.
Yeah,
Houston and Kansas.
And they have a pretty easy football schedule. I mean, they play Fresno State, Fresno State's gonna be pretty tough.
They do have another Power 5, which I think they are very talented enough to beat them.
Yeah.
And then
he's definitely
we were talking about this game, the Boise State game. That could be a very major playoff implicating game.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, dude. I am UNLV. Just they're a team
really
to look out for. But like I was telling you about Kansas last week, they're overrated. Jalen Daniels. Jalen Daniels. Not the type of quarterback that everyone thought he would. And I said that last week. He's not the same that he was like 2 years ago, and he's overrated. Now watch him beat us though. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna expect it.
On to the next game, another bloodbath. Alabama just dominates Wisconsin.
Yeah,
and you could see if I would have told you that there's Tyler Van Dyke would get hurt and he's out for the year now. Prayers up for him. If I were to tell you that he got hurt in the first quarter, you would have expected this.
Mm-hmm. Just brutal.
So for right now, Gage, we're talking about NCAA, then we'll get into the NFL.
Yeah, Gage. Yeah, Gage. Yeah.
Right. We'll get into that. Ryan Williams. He is 17 years old for playing for Alabama, and he is their best receiver on the team.
Yep.
17 years old.
Yep. Jalen Milroe helping in his Heisman case.
Yeah, I predicted that.
No, I give props to Alabama's defense, though. I mean, just completely.
To be fair, I don't know how much of this is Wisconsin's terrible or Alabama's really good.
I wouldn't say they're terrible. I mean,
without their starting quarterback, though.
Yeah, but Tyler Van Dyke, he was meh at Miami. And where did he go before Miami? Oh, where did he go? Oh, he was just at Miami.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was very lackluster at Miami, and I mean, he wasn't even that good this year. He only had 422 yards and a touchdown. So, I give props to Alabama's defense. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, Wisconsin also not really a team to have high hopes for. I mean, they struggled against Western Michigan and South Dakota. So,
all right. Well, and then we got another ranked matchup that was the closest out of all the ranked matchups. Boston College and Missouri.
Dude, I was hoping Boston College would fucking steal this game.
Luther Burden finally came out and had a big game.
Yeah, and best time to do it, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
in a ranked matchup, Castellanos threw 2 interceptions, not very ideal.
Probably what cost him the game, and like his lack of run game, I'd say.
Yeah. But I think this really impressed me from Boston College to have a performance like
that. They're definitely an ACC team to look out for.
Yes.
Which this is a crazy year for the ACC. Like, I don't think Clemson is gonna.
No, I don't even know who's gonna win this conference. Syracuse looks good with Kyle McCord.
Go in, my guy.
I mean, if you can look at the ACC standings right here, with all the.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be it's a powerhouse for sure.
Let's just acknowledge last place here with an 0-3 record. Yeah, yikes. Yeah. The state of Florida is not having a good football season.
Yeah, but I mean, just looking at this team, I mean, this conference. I mean,
Syracuse it's obviously like we said before, Miami is running this conference.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hang because Syracuse has proven they could be good.
Yeah.
Boston College, competitive. Virginia, I haven't really heard much about them. Just looking at their schedule, I mean, they lost to Maryland. They beat Wake Forest by 1. So, I mean, nothing really impressive. Georgia Tech, obviously proven to be a good team. They lost to a good Syracuse team by 3 points. California, I think we'll know a lot more this week when they play Florida State.
Oh God.
Duke. I don't think Duke's played no
Was
one.
Florida State winning a game this season?
I think so. I mean, I think they play like Wake Forest, Miami, of course, Louisville, Clemson.
Let me pull up the
They
betting
may be
favorite
asked,
too.
but hey, you cannot count them out. So
I can pull up the betting favorites for the ACC right now. But I think it's going to be Miami overwhelmingly being the favorite.
maybe, but I also don't think
Conference winner.
I don't. I'm
Yes, it is
confident.
Miami plus 125. Clemson is still number 2 in the conference at plus 250. Louisville then follows at plus 650. Then the drop off. Virginia Tech and North Carolina are tied at plus 2,200 to win the conference. So Vegas sees it as a 3-team race between Miami, Clemson, and Louisville right now.
Yeah. It's just interesting, you know. I mean, Boston College is plus 250 to 2,500. I think they can finish better than that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be. I'm already loving this college football season. I missed it, BT.
And Stewie didn't get to watch his favorite team play besides South Dakota State. Iowa State getting to play,
Iowa
but
State had a bye this
I
week,
mean,
man.
hey, I said if Oklahoma could score 30 plus, I'd be happy.
Mm-hmm.
They scored 30 plus.
Tulane
Now,
kind of shot themselves in the foot that fucking last quarter, though.
I mean, maybe that's because their defense is elite.
Yeah, well,
Led
I'm
by
not saying your
former,
defense isn't good. I'm saying though, like they couldn't do nothing in the fourth.
yeah, and that's because our defense locked in, led by former Iowa State commit R. Mason Thomas with 3 sacks in the fourth quarter. That flipped to Oklahoma on National Signing Day. Shout out R. Mason Thomas. We love him for that. Jackson Arnold had a better game. He did throw that interception that was awful.
He was really good on the ground too.
Yes, he threw an interception that was a terrible throw. Shouldn't have thrown it, but I understand his thinking. The offensive line, we had the offensive line. Everything was going really well in the first half. We were up 21-0, and then somehow, some way, it all just fell apart. In the third quarter, then the fourth quarter came. We got a turnover. We got a couple turnovers. And then it turned everything around for us. At that point, Deion Burks had his coming out game. Finally got over 80 yards. Better passing offense will do that. But I mean, you just love to see it. Love to see it from R. Mason Thomas. He's going to be one of our best pass rushers. And I mean, if you were watching this game, R. Mason Thomas was constantly in the backfield. So Oklahoma was like this close on. I can count 15 plays that they were that close to getting a sack. And were you watching, Stewie?
I didn't tune in until the very end of the third quarter.
Yes, and Oklahoma was constantly in the backfield causing pressure on it.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what was he 14 for 32 for passing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like I said, Oklahoma has a good defense.
Shout out Ty Thompson, former Oregon quarterback up there.
Yeah, he got in for one drive and threw a touchdown. We'll say their linebacker Tyler Grubbs. Tyler Grubbs, he is really good.
Well, I mean, Tulane's not a team to like hang your hat out.
Yes,
like they're gonna be a team to look out for. You know what I mean?
Like Brent Venables said, he thinks that Tulane has the best. I don't know if this is just coach talk, but he said it's the best skill position group, fastest skill position group they'll play all season.
I mean, yeah, and like you look at Tulane, they are set up to succeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is a team that can make the playoffs. Assuming other teams, kind of fall. You're probably preying on Boise State and UNLV's downfall, but I mean they have 2 good losses to top 15
and
teams.
Arguably should have beaten Kansas State last week.
Yeah. So
and we're a couple plays away from beating Oklahoma, I will say.
Yeah.
Shout out Gage. I want that to happen too.
Yeah. So Tulane's definitely a team to look out for.
And shout out Danny Stutzman again with another 12+ tackle game.
Oh my gosh.
He got his 300th career tackle this game. So he got a game ball for that. But
where's Billy at?
Billy Bowman. He got an interception on the tip drill. Did you see that play?
What a guy. Hey. Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah. I think that's when I tuned into the game. That was in the fourth quarter, wasn't it?
It looked very similar to the Iowa State pick six last year.
Yeah.
See who remembers that in the first drive of the game. All right, so that will end the recaps. And now we're on to the preview. So let me get
Yes,
these things.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, so there was some couple of big games in the state of Kansas that traveled south one state, and now there's two really big games in the state of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
We'll start off here. They play at 3 o'clock. They play at a weird time. There we go, 3 o'clock. It'll be Utah and Oklahoma State. I don't know if Cam Rising will be back this game.
No, I don't think he's supposed to be back.
So,
Isaac Wilson will probably be starting again.
Yikes.
Yeah.
This is in Boone Pickens. I'm going to hate to say it. Since Utah's coming in from the Pac-12, they haven't played in a hostile environment really ever. None of the Pac-12 environments are really hostile. I mean, not like Oklahoma State. We both know how Oklahoma State is for hostile crowds.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and also, but the thing to look out for this game, dude, Ollie Gordon has sucked this year.
Yes.
Like compared to last year, he's nothing.
But maybe he turns it up in big. Maybe he was just cautious, and now he's going to turn it up in Big 12 play.
I mean, maybe, but
going off that, yeah, Ollie Gordon's having a bad season, but guess who's having a good season? Bowman. I mean, so it's completely reversed.
Yeah,
I just think he's not showing anything and waiting for the.
Yeah, he's not making dumb fucking decisions.
Yes. Which is great. Oklahoma State,
but also like Oklahoma State's defense has been pretty good. I mean,
yeah, yes, and even without Colin Oliver playing for them. Oklahoma State's coming in riding a 4-game winning streak against Texas A&M in the bowl game, South Dakota State, Arkansas, and Tulsa. I mean, they've looked better in the past 3 games this season for the first 3 games of the season, and that's why I'm going to pick Oklahoma State to win.
Yeah, Cam Rising isn't for sure out. I think he's like questionable right now.
See, that's what I hate.
If I'm Utah, I'm gonna rest him because I don't want him hurt for the rest of the season.
Yeah, you can afford a conference loss.
Yeah, especially to a better team like
Utah.
this.
Utah is even like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Utah's the favorite to win the Big 12.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna assume Isaac Wilson's playing. I just think Oklahoma State is at home. It's in Stillwater, hostile environment like you're talking about. Their defense has been playing really, really good, and Utah's been struggling against lower teams. I know that you're missing your starting quarterback, but there's no reason why you should be struggling against Utah State. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, I got Oklahoma State. I think they won by a couple touchdowns.
All right, on to another ranked matchup in the Big Ten. Gage is gonna like this one. Nebraska and Illinois play. It's
the Cornhuskers.
They play on Friday night. Whatever. I hate Friday night.
They played like on Friday night like twice already this season.
Yeah, Nebraska?
Yeah, I think so.
No, they haven't. They play like every single year on Friday night. It kind of gets annoying.
No, I could have sworn they played on a weekday.
No, because they played UTEP on Saturday. They played Colorado on Saturday. They played Northern Iowa on Saturday.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You positive?
Yes, I am positive they played on a Saturday because I remember.
Okay, you're right.
I remember. I watched the Nebraska game after I watched the Oklahoma game. But
Nebraska. Yes. Just night games. Okay.
I wouldn't complain about playing night games. Some schools never get to play night games because they play in the Big 12 at
First of all, shout out Illinois.
Yeah, honestly, looking a lot better than everybody anticipated. They're 3-0. Led by Luke Altmaier, upsetting Kent. Was it last week they upset Kansas or 2 weeks ago?
No, it was 2 weeks ago. They beat Central Michigan last week.
Yes. So they upset Kansas 2 weeks ago. And this is Dylan Raiola. I said I wanted to see him in his first test of a really good defense. This is his matchup. I'm
interested to see how Luke Altmaier plays.
Yes.
Former Ole Miss quarterback. He's having a really good season. 6 touchdowns and no picks so far.
So this will be their best matchup defensively for a while, probably until they play Ohio State.
But dude, Nebraska's defense is really
Their
good.
defense can carry them to win this game, but I also want to see how Dylan Raiola, true freshman, looks with playing against a better defense than he has.
Yeah, I mean they have the tools. I mean you don't have to rely on Raiola. You have Dowdle, who's been a proven star running back for them.
Isaiah Nayor.
Yeah.
Really good transfer out of Texas and
Yeah,
Colorado
he's been
State
playing
before
out of
that.
his mind too. So
No, Wyoming before that. Sorry.
yeah. So ultimately, I think this all just comes down to Nebraska's defense, and I think they can get the job done. I was very high on Nebraska coming into the season. I had them in the playoffs, and I think they're well on their way to do it.
Yes.
The defense has proven, to be a force to deal with, and I think they're going to keep on rolling. I got them winning. Plus, it's in
I
Lincoln. I mean, how
yes,
can
I
you
have the
not?
Lincoln advantage here, but I don't think they're going to win by 8.5. I think this game's going to be a lot closer.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
I think 8.5 is a little bit of a
Mhm,
stretch, but I still think Nebraska wins by like a
mhm.
field goal,
Yeah,
6 points.
like I
I
said,
would.
I'm super high on Nebraska. I think they can win not this game, but the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one,
Let's
and
see. Well,
mean up at Oklahoma or Ohio State, like possibly 7-0, 8-0. So
all right, so that will move us
I'm high
on.
on them, BT.
There is one. There's a couple more ranked games. There's two more ranked games we'll preview. Well, one of them was our favorite teams.
Yes, sir. That's
Um,
that's 3-5, baby. Yeah, Gage, you know who you took that from, buddy?
Iowa State and
Yeah,
Oklahoma runs a little bit of it because shout
yeah.
out Brent
Iowa
Venables
State.
went to
Iowa State. John Heacock,
yeah Brent Venables went to talk
one
to
of
him.
the original founding fathers of the 3-3-5. So you can thank our fucking defensive coordinator, Gage. Just thank him right now. I
I
want
can
you to say
also
thank you, Coach Heacock. Right now. Let's see it. I want to see it.
thank you Coach Campbell for letting our Mason Thomas come to Oklahoma.
Fuck you. We run it better. I don't care. Yeah. Well, we've been running it the past couple of years, and we've been more successful than
What?
Nebraska.
Hold
So
on. What'd you say?
we've been
Can you
more
say?
successful.
Yeah, there you go. You
Yeah,
sounded like you said the sex word.
successful. I did. But no,
The
Gage,
channel. I
Iowa
just
State
can't find this fucking
has been
game.
running this shit since like 2018, and we've been one of the
What
better
tripping?
defenses in the
Do they
league.
not play?
So put some respect on our name, buddy.
Oh, do they not play this week?
Do you understand, Gage? Iowa State.
Oh my God! Wait, there it is.
What?
I found it. Don't worry. All right.
Alex Orgy is starting.
Yes, Michigan versus USC. Another probably the second. I think it's his biggest matchup in the Big Ten. Sorry, Gage. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. This is in the big house, so that's one thing to watch. It'll be a little bit
Mm-hmm.
chilly for them
Mm-hmm.
California kids. This is the
Mm-hmm.
first real test.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You
Come on,
know,
Patriots.
I'm kind of scared of
Kind of
this
scared.
week. You know why?
Why?
Arkansas State put up a fight with
Oh,
Michigan.
yes. Arkansas State did put up a fight.
I'm scared. I'm
Thank you,
scared.
Gage. Right now, ESPN predictor has it a 57.7% chance of USC winning. It really depends here for me. For this game, if Michigan can go in and defensively, I said this about Texas and I ate my words. If they could defensively stop Lincoln Riley's offense, I'm still not sold on USC's defense. Yes, they look good against Utah State. I mean,
Yeah, but they also played decent against LSU, who has better talent than arguably than Michigan.
yes. But I
And
think
to be fair, Michigan lost to Texas at home, and they didn't just lose; they got shit on. And this Michigan team is nowhere near close to the team it was last year.
yes.
Will
But
Johnson.
the defense.
Who? Will Johnson has not been good.
I mean, if you're
Alex
not here,
Alex Orgy, he's getting,
yes, I want to see how Alex Orji looks.
yeah.
This is his first game, true game starting. And one thing that I personally know about Lincoln Riley defense, what do they struggle against? You know this, dude.
Colton Loveston or
A,
Colton
a,
Loveland.
a scrambling quarterback that can run. And what is Alex Orji?
Yes. Fast.
Yeah. So I think that's one thing to watch out for here.
I still find it crazy that they started Davis Warren out the gate. But he was a walk-on.
I have no words.
That's just like us. That's like us. Like, let's just say we had like Kyle Kemp, and we knew Brock Purdy was like a goat. It's like us starting Kyle Kemp over a goat, even though Kyle Kemp was legendary.
Shut up.
BT knows all about it.
Shut up. But
Shout
right
out
now,
Kyle
USC
Kemp,
USC is 5.5 point favorites. off a bye last week, but this is a
Mm-hmm.
long road trip. Yes, it would be road trip. It'd be air trip, but long trip for USC. Changing time zones. Will that have a factor in this game? I think it will. And this is putting all my bias aside. I think Michigan dominates them and wins by 40.
I don't think so.
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna have.
Michigan's going to win close in my eyes. I have Michigan
Oh,
upsets.
brother! I think I get USC.
I
I
said
think
this.
we'll
I
just
said this a
split.
couple weeks ago for the LSU. I think that LSU win inflates USC. I don't think they're really that good in general. And I think you could see LSU almost went and it took a couple of really bad ref calls for LSU to go and beat South Carolina.
Don't talk about ref calls, buddy. Okay, I got USC. I just think the talent's lacking. Michigan really hasn't proven anything this year, especially against Texas. You would have hoped to see at least something. Defensively, they couldn't do nothing. Offensively, couldn't do nothing. Now, sure, they had Davis Warren at quarterback, but that defense just worries me. Um, so I think it's gonna be an interesting game, but I got USC by like a point. I think some weird shit's gonna happen where they miss a kick or go for a 2 point and they don't get it. Plus,
All
didn't they
right.
just resign their coach or something?
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Oklahoma makes
Boy,
their
this
in
game
the
day.
game. This is yes, game day is in Norman for the first time since 2012 when we played Notre Dame and lost.
What? I thought you played Texas on game day.
That's not. This is they're actually in Norman. They play Texas and Dallas.
Oh.
So the first time they're actually in Norman since 2012 when we
Damn, so you're
hosted
saying
Notre
Iowa
Dame.
State has had more game days in the past 10 or
That's
12
because
years?
that's more like because of Fox. Fox was a bitch and wouldn't let me. Or wouldn't let us have
Yeah, but we
college
were
game
on
day.
Fox too. Or one of them was at least.
Well, I mean, you got to think. Well, not the Iowa State, Iowa, and all that. The games they actually went to.
That's kind of crazy. That's a crazy stat that like we've had more game days than you
Yes,
have.
the legendary Josh Pate. He will be at the game. I don't know if you guys know him.
Who that?
He's a college football sports podcaster. Everybody's going to be watching this game. Oklahoma's SEC debut.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and I'm scared. Obviously, there's an.
I hate Tennessee.
Can I get the background here? Can I give the background here? There's a background here. Tennessee's coach used to be Oklahoma's. Okay. Last time Oklahoma won a national championship, Tennessee's coach was the quarterback, Josh Heupel, and then he was the offensive coordinator from 2012 to 2014. We had an awful 2014 year. Bob Stoops fired him, and he's been like he hates Oklahoma ever since. I don't know. He said he has love for Oklahoma. I don't know. But Tennessee comes into this game 3-0 with wins against Chattanooga. Obviously, should beat Chattanooga by 66, and Kent State, the worst team in
Gates
Division
has
One.
OU by 3.
Ooh.
What do you mean? Hey, I like that prediction.
And then NC State. That was a pretty rough game for NC State. Oklahoma comes in 3-0, wins against Temple, Houston, and Tulane.
The way I look at this, Oklahoma has played by far better teams.
Yes, we have played better teams.
Yes, you see that 51-10 North Carolina State. North Carolina State has not been what everyone thought they would.
Yes.
Grayson McCall has struggled this year. You know, this is a dude that was putting up monster numbers at Coastal Carolina. Just for some stats, like he has 476 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 picks this year. Before that, the most interceptions last year was a rough year, but he's used to only throwing 3 picks. Like he averages 3 picks per year, BT. And he already has 2. And they haven't really played the best of teams. They barely beat a Louisiana Tech team. They were struggling against Western Carolina. So I'm more impressed. I'm more impressed. Like if I had to choose like one of these teams, I'd choose Oklahoma because they have the more impressive schedule.
Okay.
They're playing a Houston team. It's a Big 12 team. Tulane,
close.
who's been really,
Yep.
a group Power 6 conference powerhouse, if there was a
We'll
Power
get into
6.
this, possibly a new
Yeah.
power conference member. We'll get
Yeah.
into that after
Yep.
this, after the Iowa
But
State
yeah.
preview. But
Um.
under this game, looking at the two quarterbacks out of the same recruiting class, they were
Hmm.
Jackson Arnold was ranked ahead of Nico in the final rankings for most services by one spot. I think they were like both 3 and 4, I believe. So that's a storyline to watch out. Nico has not played a true road game in his career yet, and this will be a very loud, ruckus Oklahoma crowd. I know.
Plus, you know who he reminds me a lot of?
Who?
A young Spencer Rattler. Very, very cocky.
Yes,
He
Nico.
needs some fucking humbling.
I hope we humble him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Gage, this is our live stream tonight because you missed it when we first started. He has extra credit because he's failing his constitutional law class.
Gotta get good grades, Gage. Gotta get good grades, man.
So one thing I would watch for Oklahoma's offense here is the offensive line. We're gonna have, I guess it would be the whole team is getting healthy. We're gonna have Nick Anderson back. We're gonna have our starting lineman back. Hopefully, two starting linemen back will be back. So hopefully the offense will get a little bit healthier, look a little bit more consistent with the starting line. So that's one thing to look out for. Obviously, the defense is gonna have to win this game. If our defense lets them score a lot of points, our offense is not going to be able to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
So if our defense, I'd say if we can hold them to like 20, 27, I'm not gonna expect them to do what they did to Houston or Temple. If you can, because
I'm not gonna be surprised if it's just a low-scoring game. Like a 17-13 game,
a classic SEC game when everybody's expecting it to be like the over/under 57 and a half.
I ultimately think it being in Norman and how good Oklahoma's defense has been playing, and you're playing. Is Nico a true freshman quarterback or is he a redshirt?
He's redshirt. He's like Jackson Arnold. Redshirt. But they both have 4 starts under their belt because they started the bowl game last year.
The bare maximum it takes to redshirt.
Yes.
Yeah, Oklahoma. I got Oklahoma. Yeah.
No, I don't think Oklahoma. I don't think we're gonna win this game. How much I want to be a homer and pick them, in my opinion, I think Tennessee's a lot better than us. James Pierce is gonna probably wreck our offensive line, and I
just you know what you got to do. You just got to rely on Iowa State's old commit. You know what I mean?
I mean, hopefully, and he also hasn't got. He also tied his total career sack record or sack numbers in one quarter last year. I mean, I like to say Oklahoma's going to win. I'm not very confident, as you can see.
Gage says Oklahoma's going to win 27-24.
So
I can see it, Gage. I can see it.
I think Tennessee's going to win. I think we'll keep it closer. I don't think we're going to get blown out, but I think we'll keep it closer. Maybe lose by like a touchdown, and if we lose by a touchdown, I'm not going to be mad. That's what Vegas is favoring. I'm not going to go on there and be pissed off, fire everybody.
BT. This is coming from a guy that was saying Oklahoma was going to struggle this year. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I realize it's almost time for a college basketball season. Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
Iowa State's ranked, right?
Yes, sir. I'm scared. I'm a scared Iowa State fan, guys. I'm a scared guy.
No excuses. Oklahoma beat this team 73-0 last year, so no excuses, Iowa State.
You know what, BT? You know what? I'm scared. I'm scared. This team competed against Michigan.
Okay. You just said Michigan's terrible.
Yeah, I know, but I'm scared. So we got an interesting matchup. Arkansas State, I think, has been better than expected. I mean, they've played close games every game they've played. Beat Central Arkansas by 3. Beat Tulsa by 4.
Which they should not have beaten Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lost to Michigan by 10 in Ann Arbor. So that's a little concerning. It looks like their quarterback has thrown 3 picks. How many of those came last week, though? 1. He's thrown a pick every game. Their run game isn't really that good. I mean, he had 70. Their leading rusher had 78 yards against Tulsa. Um, Iowa State has one of the best PFF pass grades or defensive pass grades. We have one of the better secondaries in the country right now. What scares me is our run game. But based on this, like they're averaging 3.1 yards per carry, which I like to see because we're a team that struggles with the run. Every game we've played, you've seen that. I mean, look at Caleb Johnson last game we played him. He had over 120 yards against us. Then North Dakota State, their leading rusher had 50 yards, and yeah, they're just very consistent. So, as long as our defense can hold, I think we'll be fine. Like our offense, um, has
Maybe
proven it could get over.
maybe Abu can show up finally.
Yeah, for real. Yes. Um,
All this
Abdul
hype,
really or Abu.
whatever.
You fucking said Abdel or Abdul. It's Abu. Um, yeah, I really want to see Abu. Step up. He's only averaging 4.3 yards per carry. Um, it does not help that we played a good Iowa defense, a good Iowa run defense. Um, like I said last week or the week before, the emergence of Jalen Jackson, the Eastern Michigan transfer, has really opened my eyes. He's only 5'7", BT. He's a 5'7", solid 5'7", 180 pounds. But like he kind of changes the momentum. He's a little bit. I mean, he's small, but he's fast, and it kind of changes it up. I want to, Jalen Knoll and Jaden Higgins need to keep it up, and I think they will. Bronco Beck has had a really good year. Besides that one bad pass play, but he's also kind of overthrown the receivers, which I really want him to fix. But ultimately, like I think, we're set up, to succeed this game. But I'm scared, BT. I'm a scared man. I'm a scared man. Um, the spread is what, 20? What is it? Yes, the spread's
21 and a
21 and
half.
a half. Arkansas will cover that. I guarantee you we will only win by like 10. I'm scared. Um, it's kind of crazy. As an Iowa State fan, I've grown to be more scared of non-conference games against lesser opponents than going up against Oklahoma or Oklahoma State, um, which is just crazy. But win this game, we'll be 3-0. Then we go on the road to Houston and then play Baylor and West Virginia.
Houston's a
So
sneaky good team.
where? Who? Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting game.
They
So
went and dominated Rice.
yeah.
I will say one thing about the Oklahoma game. Last time Brent Venables faced the Josh Heupel offense, I remember this vividly. 2014 in the Russell Athletic Bowl, we lost to Clemson 40-6. So
Damn.
that's the reason Josh Heupel was fired from Oklahoma. I will say that. So maybe that's a good sign. All right. So should we talk about conference realignment?
Yes, sir.
Air Force going to the American, where they belong with all the military schools. And then the big one, Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State, and Fresno State are joining the Pac-12.
Mm-hmm.
And the Pac-12 are looking to add possibly 2 more. I think personally they're going to go with a little bit more than 2.
I think they should add UNLV personally.
I think they'll add UNLV, Memphis, Tulane, and a Texas team, whether that's Texas State or UTSA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I could very well see that too.
I don't know, maybe 10, maybe 12. I don't know how much.
Yeah, I definitely think the guarantees are like Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, Oregon State, San Diego State,
But
Washington
the problem
State.
with this for me is that would you still consider that a power conference? Because I don't think you have. Maybe if you can get Cal and Stanford back.
Yeah,
maybe SMU.
that's who I thought. I mean, because they're in the ACC right now, right?
Yeah, but they are also still stuck in that contract through 2036. So they would need that Florida State Clemson deal to leave, and then Big 12 poach some teams, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think I don't know, because I don't think like
I would
all
not
those
consider
schools
them
really don't
power
have like
anymore.
money. I mean,
They would make more money on their deal, yes, but
looking like solely looking at this Pac-12, it's a good basketball conference.
yes, it would be a good. They would probably be number 3 behind the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and but football wise, I just don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider them power in any way, unless maybe you get the Cal, Stanford, SMU.
Yeah, but yeah, other teams, you could add UNLV, maybe Utah State.
I don't. They do have a lot of off the field.
Yeah,
It depends on if they want to keep it regional, which I don't know. You don't know, obviously. Nobody
I
knows
don't
if
think
they're
regional matters anymore after the Big
like.
Ten.
I would see if you had Memphis and Tulane, I would still add a Texas team there because it'll be kind of like a middle ground there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely interesting though. And then also like if that happens, what's gonna happen with the other conferences? Are they gonna add FCS teams?
South Dakota State's due. South Dakota State might be moving up.
South Dakota State, North Dakota State.
You might get to watch no, because this won't be happening until 2026. You won't be at South Dakota State anymore.
You never know.
You never know. Stewie doesn't pass his constitutional law class.
No, I'll pass it. It's just if I want to like continue to do stuff like further my education, to get a master's or
Yes.
bachelor's, another degree. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'd love for it to happen. I mean, as long as
It depends.
Pac-12 After Dark isn't stupid.
What if the Pac-12 at South Dakota State?
What?
What if the Pac-12 at South Dakota State? You never know.
God.
Get right into Big Ten country. But
I don't know
anyways,
where we join, honestly.
probably the Mountain West.
Yeah.
Be with Wyoming. Maybe. Oh, I guess Wyoming's a good name, possibly for Pac-12
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Should be crazy.
Idaho State.
So we started this segment last week, where we're just gonna, instead of just recapping just games, we're just gonna go through every single game. We're gonna keep it short, keep it simple, and we're gonna go over every single NFL game. Obviously, we can't do Falcons and Eagles. We'll have to do this to next week's podcast. Maybe I don't know, but Bills and Dolphins.
Ass whooping.
Tua needs to retire.
Tagovailoa needs to retire.
But he's not going to.
I doubt. He's meeting with a neurologist, I heard.
He said he's not going to retire. Schefter put out that tweet.
James Cook came out and balled out. I think he had 3 total touchdowns.
Yes, and Josh Allen balled out.
Kind of screwed me over with Josh Allen and Jalen Waddle. Devon A-Chain was really good for me though.
Tyreek Hill.
I don't know where the Dolphins are gonna go from here. If they're gonna like keep Tua off the field.
Yeah, Tua's gonna have Skylar Thompson. Yeah, not a good look.
I've heard that like they just picked up Tyler Huntley today, by the way, who's a former Pro Bowl quarterback.
We all know why. Jay Cutler was once a Pro Bowl quarterback too. So
no, but Jay Cutler, I take over Tyler Huntley 10 times out of 10.
All right.
No, but I've heard that they've been looking at veteran quarterbacks. I've heard Ryan Tannehill's a viable option. Hey, shit, take a chance on Bryce Young, maybe.
God, watch him ball out too. All right,
yeah,
I guess
the Bills' defense played really good. So yeah,
so this is my favorite team. I guess
it'll be first. You can talk about this.
The Texans beat the fucking Bears. Fuck Caleb Williams. He's terrible. Worst quarterback I've ever seen with my own eyes. He might be worse than Bryce Young.
But he was getting shit on by your defensive line.
Dude, Will Anderson, go. Danielle Hunter, go. Jalen Petrie, go.
Dude, Jalen Petrie had some fucking hit sticks.
Al Shazier, go.
Oh my god, the dude who punched.
He was taking on Chicago by himself. Whole city.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out the refs for not calling that penalty. By the way, we might probably would have lost the game.
Dude,
And then
what the fuck?
And then did you see Caleb Williams get rocked on the after a couple plays later?
Caleb Williams got absolutely.
I will give him props. He got up. He got up after all those hits and still played.
Nico Collins, your offense was. I don't know. Your offense was meh. It really wasn't good. You guys.
I'm not as concerned because we got down in the second half. We struggled, but we were getting down constantly on the field.
Yeah, but you couldn't put it in the end zone. You know what I mean? You had the same amount of touchdowns as we did this week.
Hey. A win's a win, Stu.
This is facts. This is what we always say. Also, Nico Collins, dude. How the fuck does he always get open? It's crazy.
Well, I mean,
whenever I saw CJ Stroud throwing the ball, I was like, okay, here comes Stephon Diggs, you know, and it's fucking Nico Collins.
When you have to worry about Stephon Diggs and then John Mechie, Xavier Hutchinson.
I haven't seen Mechie play that much though.
We were trying to trade him.
I saw Xavier more than Mechie last night. So
Xavier couldn't catch a pass. So
you wouldn't have caught that. Or what I quote? He goes, "I would have fucking took that to the house."
I would have truck stick that guy.
Are you gonna shout out your kicker?
Yeah, Kamai Fairburn, the greatest kicker in the NFL right now.
What college did you go to?
UCLA.
Yes, sir. I saw him kick a 60-yarder.
Actually, he's not the greatest kicker because the Commanders kicker went 7 for 7. You know what college
shut the fuck up. Stop being a homer.
He went to Oklahoma.
Stop being a homer. Austin Seibert.
We'll get there.
How good was he when he was on Browns?
Hey.
No comment. That's what I thought. Okay, this game.
Holy shit.
I told you the Saints were going to be good this year. You go, nah, dude, I think the Saints are going to be bad. I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league. Go back and review the footage. BT was shitting on them. And
can you blame me after what they put on the field last year?
Yeah.
Their offense didn't look
I told you they were going to be good. I told you they were going to be good. I have them winning the NFC North or South.
I don't know. I still don't think they're going to win because I think there's a better team that just got a better win.
They're very debatable. The
Cowboys' offense sucks.
Bucks and Saints are definitely going to be the two competing for this division.
Wouldn't it just be fun crazy if two teams from the NFC South when nobody predicted them to have two teams just make the playoffs?
Yeah. But, dude, Saints absolutely cooked. Shout out Raheed Shaheed.
I'm a Kamara kicker. You can't just...
Yeah, but Rashid Shaheed has been consistent. And also, your boy Derek Carr. Possible top 5 MVP frontrunner right now. So,
speaking of the MVP frontrunner, Baker Mayfield and his Buccaneers.
I wouldn't say I'd say Derek Carr's having a better season.
Because he beat up on the Panthers?
No. I'm looking at it like this, okay? They have the same amount of touchdown passes, right?
Yeah.
Baker has 10 more or 30 more passing yards, right? But also has 10 more attempts and completions than Derek Carr. So it's very close right now.
Baker also doesn't have Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, but you know who he has?
Mike
Evans. Top 10 receiver in the league, and Mike Evans. Also, can we just point something out? He was force feeding the fuck out of Chris Godwin last week.
Hey. Anyways, the Buccaneers go and upset the Lions.
Yeah, I didn't see this happening.
I mean, the Lions look not very good.
Especially, dude, no, can you go to the stat line?
Yeah.
Okay, Amon-Ra had a good game.
But he did get hurt.
He did get hurt?
Yes. He was limped off the field in the last round.
Okay. James Williams had another good game. I just think it was their defense, honestly. It's not even like you did anything crazy.
But that's just how you have to play the Lions. That's how you beat the Lions.
Yeah.
That's just Lion style. You're never going to have a high-scoring game against the Lions.
Was there any turnovers or picks on the Lions side?
2 interceptions.
Yeah, Jared Goff. That's going to do it to you. Yeah.
Shout out Aiden Hutchinson, 4.5 sacks. Baker's all offensive
Yeah, I
line was
thought
not doing him any favors either, I will say.
yeah. Yeah, good week for the Bucks. Baker Mayfield, finding his home.
And another upset, well, I mean, another upset I didn't see happening.
To be fair, did you see Josh Jacobs running for over 120 yards in the first
No.
quarter?
I knew they were going to try to run the ball a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, Malik Willis looked decent in the throws he did have.
Yeah. Anthony Richardson, dude, not a very good game.
Very inconsistent. It's the same way how it was last year.
Also, do you know why I think the Colts lost this game?
Why?
So, Jonathan Taylor, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at his stats, okay? 12 carries. No. How many yards?
103.
103. Buddy did not get a single touch in the fourth quarter.
I don't know his coach. Is it Gant? No. He's from Philly. What's their coach's name?
I don't know, but bro, give him the fucking ball. And I'm not just saying this because I have him on a fantasy team, but
You're saying this because you have him on.
no, like legit. I'm not not bias aside. How do you like your running back is 103 yards entering the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
So that's on 12 carries, okay? That's 8.5 yards per carry. Why the fuck are you not letting him run the fucking ball in the fourth quarter?
That's just the Colts. And if you're looking over here on this AFC South standing, it's just nice. You just love to see it, honestly. You really love to see it, having a 2-game lead. All right.
Yeah,
Jets.
good.
Jets and Titans.
Jets, Jets.
Will Levis had another photo moment. He's on a roll with iconic photos. The Jets struggled. I thought the Jets were going to pull away here.
Breece Hall, GOAT. Will McDonald stepping up, 3 sacks. Aaron Rodgers, finally looked a little better.
Yeah. That's all I have to say for them right now.
The Jets, they're just Jermaine Johnson tore his Achilles during this game, unfortunately, which does not help their edge rusher depth because Hassan Reddick is being a little bitch. That dude is going to be broke, but he's going to be broke. Have you seen that he already has more than like $8 million in fines?
Yeah.
All because he's petty, pussy.
All right.
Dude, Titans, Will Levis, what the fuck are you doing?
He's awful. He's terrible.
Buddy would be on Shaqtin' a Fool every fucking night if Shaq was on football.
I do envy Will Levis for one thing. Anyways.
Yikes.
Were we talking about this last week about your friend that was going to this game?
Yep, I told him too. I fucking told him.
and they lost to the.
Yep, I told you.
Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. And the thing about this is, Purdy didn't even play bad. His offensive line wasn't great, and also, the Niners' defense fucking sucked.
How do you let a 98-yard touchdown?
I don't know.
Justin Jefferson is hurt, which kind of helps my team next week.
Is he going to play, though?
I don't know. Is he?
I think he will. He's a tough son of a bitch.
Didn't he miss a lot of games last year because of an injury?
Yeah, he still had 1,000 yards. No, but dude, I want to give credit to Brian Flores. Defensively, having a hell of a year for the Vikings.
Yes.
And Sam Darnold playing out of his mind right now. Possibly.
I didn't have that on my team. No part.
Is he playing for a spot? He is obviously, but is he playing for the spot?
Or is this just another Case Keenum situation?
It might be. Or is this gonna fizzle out like last year's Josh Dobbs? Remember that?
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be interesting. But the Vikings are definitely a team to watch. 2-0. beating a very competitive, what everyone thought was the best team in the league. So
Yeah, right now they're leading the AFC North.
yeah, AFC, NFC. It's NFC North,
Nah,
buddy.
whatever. Same thing.
Also,
Another
shout out their running back. Shout out
Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason. Yeah,
He's elite. He might be better than
yeah.
Christian McCaffrey ever was. Um. All right. So the Seahawks and Patriots.
I had DK on my fucking bench.
Well, that'll do it. In my family league, I had Marvin Harrison Jr. on my bench.
It could be Damien who had him on two.
I'm still
benches.
gonna win the game though. I have
Yeah.
56 points. So
Yeah. I don't really know what to say. I didn't really watch this game. I guess there's a problem with the ball getting pushed down the field for the Patriots. I don't know what you're gonna do then. How'd your boy Ramondre do?
he actually played really good. I mean, he had a lot of fantasy points. He scored a touchdown. Wasn't the leading rusher though, but I mean, 21 carries for 81 yards. He's a power back. You're not going to expect him to go and break long runs. So,
Jalen Polk and Hunter Henry. God damn! Did I say 12 yards as their second leading receiver?
yeah. I really personally think it's time to put Drake May in. Jacoby Brissett has not been very impressive.
Yeah. Well, the Seahawks really haven't been impressive either.
Yeah.
They may be 2-0, but
maybe the Patriots are a little bit better than what people think.
Who?
The Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they beat the fucking Bengals. But
all right, on to the next game.
Yes, sir.
Two terrible teams. No offensive. Was there an offensive touchdown in this game? Or was it just
no. Your boy had like seven.
Just all fucking field goals in this game.
Yeah.
Jaden. Fucking. I get them confused.
You know what's funny? The Giants are the first team in NFL history to allow 0 touchdowns through 2 games and be winless.
Yikes.
Yeah. Jalen Daniels and Brian Robertson. Jalen Daniels did get hurt a little bit
in this game.
League
Neighbors had a really good game.
He dropped the ball though. Yeah. Daniel Jones had a much better game too. As he should. I mean, this is one of the worst teams in the league, but I think Jalen Daniels, he's been playing good, dude.
Yeah, we'll get into our awards.
Brian Robinson Jr. has been playing really well as well. Yes. Terry McLaurin not getting as much action as I thought kind of scares me. Eckler, has been that receiving back. But yeah, shout out Cyber, former Sooner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, former Sooner.
We're just gonna do like a quick. We're just not even gonna talk about the.
Let's just do a summary, okay? J.K. Dobbins, Quentin Johnston, Bryce Young a bust.
Yes,
and just for the dagger.
Is the Bryce Young a bust or is the fucking team just terrible?
I think it's both. But he's the same height as me, BT. Okay. Can you imagine me trying to see a 6'7" lineman?
So is Kyler Murray, and look, we'll get into what he did.
Kyler Murray's like 5'10", okay?
I mean, 1 inch.
Hey.
It's not going to do much.
Matters, buddy, okay? I take that 1 inch any day.
I'm going to clip that.
Do it. I dare you. But yeah, just the Panthers are a poverty franchise.
And we will not be talking about them until they get a win. All right, cool. The Browns and the Jaguars.
I'm going to go back to it real quick. Andy Dalton's starting for him now, so.
Whatever. Yep. Andy Dalton's old and washed. He's like 45 years old at this point.
Damn. Don't talk about the red rifle like that.
Browns, Deshaun Watson had a better game. He improved.
Mm-hmm.
Jags
sucked. Did you see that the Browns took out a clause that if Deshaun gets suspended, they don't have to pay him?
Bro.
Like, they don't have to pay, like, a percentage of his contract.
He might be getting suspended if any of those things were true.
Yeah. Dude. Jags, disappointing. They suck right now. However, Brian Thomas,
You
been
love to
pretty
see it.
good.
You love to see it, honestly.
Love to see it. But can you go to the box score or Gamecast or whatever?
Well, you can see Brian Thomas was the leading receiver the whole game.
Yeah, I mean Etienne. I mean he's all right, but Trevor Lawrence, dude, not not worth that much money.
Bust.
Yeah, if you're gonna give Baker that amount of years, let
He's
Trevor.
playing better. Okay. Honestly, for the first 2 games, who's playing better? Trevor Lawrence or Baker Mayfield?
I'm saying give Trevor Lawrence the same amount of time you gave Baker Mayfield. Okay. Also, Amari Cooper only having 3 catches for 11 yards. That's pitiful. How the fuck are you gonna have David Bell do better than him? But no, it's. I honestly think these 2 teams are probably mid, like definition of mid.
All right, I got to laugh at a division rival losing a game they shouldn't have lost.
Also, did you see that they renamed the stadium Trevor Bank Stadium?
No.
They renamed the stadium after Trevor Lawrence because he's like a owner, I guess, of the.
That's such a Jaguars thing to do, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so I get to laugh at a division rival for losing a game they should have won. Now you get to.
I was pissed at this game. Justin Tucker, what the fuck is going on with you? Retire right now. Gardner Minshew, the man.
You're gonna say that about Justin Tucker, then he's gonna go get a game-winning kick that sends the Steelers out of the playoffs.
Probably, but it is what it is. Go to Gamecast. I want to look at some stats. Let's look at some stats right now. Okay. So I mean, this was probably Derrick Henry's one of his better games of the season.
There's only 2.
Oh.
It's not really fair to say.
This is college. It's nice to see Dave Flowers. Shout out Charlie Kohler, 1 catch for 4 yards. Former Cyclone,
Shout out Mark Andrews. He did all that shit talking and he had a better game.
Guy. Buddy's still ass on fantasy. He did better than likely though, so I'll take it. Lamar though. Not the greatest game. Gardner played a pretty good game though.
Yeah, statistics show if your team starts 0-2, 5% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah. Shout out Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers. My man, Brock Bowers. I knew I was good picking that man.
Not gnarly.
The Raiders are better than a lot of people think.
I'd say that.
If you're a Ravens fan, are you concerned?
Yeah. Because the stat I just said, 5% of chance you make the playoffs. And there's
too, and then go to their schedule real quick. Look at their last 6 games.
Oh. I mean, if they play like that, they're going to start out 1-4.
Yeah, and keep going. Look at their last 6 games. Texans.
I can't wait to beat them on Christmas. Get my revenge for that fucking shit.
Yeah, it's just very disappointing right now, honestly, for the Ravens. I thought they'd have a lot better season.
So right now, if you do the math, the AFC North might only have 1 team in.
Yeah.
That might be the Steelers. Might get a final.
I doubt it. We got to play better.
We'll get into them.
Mm-hmm.
Probably next, right? I don't know. This was a 12 o'clock game, I'm sure. Oh, no. Gage, close your eyes.
Oof.
Kyler Murray owns your poverty franchise.
Oof. Marvin Harrison. Oof. James Conner. Oof.
I bet the Steelers were staying at James Conner. So.
Nah. He was good, though. I really like James Conner. He was a good Steeler.
And you called me crazy for saying the Cardinals might be better than the Rams.
I did say that. I'm surprised. The Cardinals are playing good. Just like their offense is playing good. Their defense, obviously played good this game. But yeah, Kyler Murray. been playing really good.
The whole offense is just fucking hurt to hell.
Yeah.
They're like the Oklahoma Sooners of the NFL.
I think the only receiver they got left is Demarcus Robinson.
Yikes. All right.
Shit, bro. I mean, at least they'll do they have their first round pick this year?
Let me Google it. You can talk about your team while I Google that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Steelers. Very sloppy game. Our defense played exceptionally well, only allowing 6 points, and forcing a couple turnovers. Bo Nix had 2 picks, one being thrown to Corey Trice, former Colorado DB, and the other being thrown to DeMonte KZ. Justin Fields doing what he needs to do, not turning the ball over, throwing efficiently, making the right reads, and just leading us to wins. That's all you can ask for.
All right, I have the answer here. Is 2024 considered that's what the draft is going to be, or is it 2020? They own their first
This
round
could be
pick either way.
2025 this year.
Yeah, because it says this. Oh yeah, 2025. They have their first, second, so they have everyone.
Okay, so, but also the only knock I can say, I just want our offense to show more. You know what I mean? We started off really good, but we kind of just slowed down and stalled. We had Justin Fields had some exceptional throws to George Pickens, but they were all, they all went back due to holding on Broderick Jones, which I'm not gonna give him too much shit because he's playing right tackle and he's a natural left tackle. But come on, bro, you gotta adapt. This isn't a league where you need to adapt to survive. And
hey, at least the Steelers scored their first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, shout out Darnell. What's his name? Fucking Darnell Washington.
Darnell Washington, yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Finally getting him involved. Dude looked like a fucking lineman, but he was goated. But yeah, I'm very happy with our defense right now.
I can't blame you, but I mean, it was against the Broncos, I will say.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Ready to do this again? We do this, seems like at least a couple times every podcast. Oh. Once again.
Did you see the stat?
Yeah, 17 interceptions called back.
17 interceptions thrown by Mahomes that have been taken back by defensive penalties, which is wild. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
And it's not right. And people are saying, oh, that defensive pass interference call. I mean, it was very close, but it was defensive pass interference. I can understand, I could realistically say that's pass interference, right? Yeah. But there was a holding on that play, and the ref, I think, touched his flag and didn't throw it. Mm-hmm. Bro, how do the Chiefs keep getting away with this?
I don't know, Steve. I wish I could tell.
Like, are they banging the refs or something? I don't know. Wow.
I was afraid you were going to say something.
What?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, buddy. All right. Okay. After some stuff you said last week that you said I got in trouble for the first podcast ever. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. You said it more times than I did, buddy.
Okay. Well,
I'm not done finishing. I'm not done ranting. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. The refs fucked this game up. Come on, bro. How do they keep getting away with this? Also, Travis Kelce washed.
Hey, we have breaking women's basketball news.
I don't care about breaking women's basketball news.
An Oregon man was charged Monday with stalking and harassing UConn women's basketball star Paige Buchers. He was arrested by UConn police.
I honestly don't care. I honestly think she's a lesbian. So, but anyway, yeah, Chiefs, barrage. Pacheco out for like 6 to 8 weeks. I think he fractured his fibula, right, BT?
Pain. Yeah.
Rasheed Rice has been playing good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just come on, NFL, be better. You can't keep doing this shit. So, all right, BT, what's the next game?
Well, that's it for the NFL for now. Our 5 games we're gonna preview. I guess we'll go here because first, whatever.
Body like a cyclone.
All right, the Texans and the Vikings. Like I
Ooh,
said,
good game. Good game.
I had this marked up as an easy win in our prediction.
It's not an easy one, BT.
I mean, it depends on if Justin Jefferson is playing. It looks like
Why
he's
is Jeff
questionable.
Okuda on the IR?
I don't know. Joe Mixon obviously questionable. Fucking.
Yeah, because the
I should have fucking stupid ass rule. If you're gonna implement the rule, call the fucking penalty.
Mm-hmm.
The refs lost control of that game at that moment.
They lost the control after the fucking punch. What you think about it, BT?
In this game, I think personally it's gonna go down to our defense. Obviously, depends on if Justin Jefferson's playing. I mean, also our offense. Stephon Diggs gets another chance. I think he plays better when he has better stats when he plays against his former teams. So,
Yep.
Obviously, a good sign when you're playing one of his former teams. Looking to get him more implemented in the offense. Finish drives with a touchdown.
Help my fantasy out, buddy.
Finish drives with a touchdown. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I also wouldn't mind for fantasy purposes some more 50-yard field goals like Kamai Fairborn. But I think I still think the Texans win either way. But I think how much they win by is determined if Justin Jefferson plays or not.
Yeah, I also want to say though, like you should definitely look out and be like semi-nervous for this defense.
I'm not. I mean,
because their defense is really good.
But yeah,
like Brian Flores, like should be a defense. Like I remember when he wasn't even a coach in the league. Remember he got fired for some bullshit reason, and then we hired him as an assistant coach. And then I wanted the Steelers to hire him as a DC, but no. Then he goes to fucking Minnesota, and look what he's doing, leading the Vikings to having one of the better defenses in the league. So, I definitely think he's a candidate.
This is our toughest matchup for the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't anticipate this at the start. I think our running defense will be able to stop Aaron Jones. I think that's how you can, if you can get obvious passing situations for this defense, I think that obviously improves your chances. We have a really good secondary. They're playing really well, getting 2 interceptions from Caleb Williams last night. So if we
also an important factor, Jordan Addison, if he's going to play.
Yeah, so if our defense comes out and plays the way they played against the Bears, I think we should we should be like very overwhelmingly favorites to win. And the offense can come out and finish drives. Play like we played in the first week, I think we will be fine.
Yeah, you just got to play better than you did. I'm telling you this now. If you play like you did against the Bears, you're going to lose.
Yes. And Texans last 5. Hey, both these teams are 5-0 in their last 5. What can I say?
Wow, you're really putting stock in the preseason, aren't you, bud?
Hey, as if it says it on this thing. All right, on to the next one, which will be, I guess, considered. What's the first one? All right, this one right here. This game looked obviously another game that looked a lot worse before the season. Now it's looking a lot better. Depending on how the Eagles look tonight, this will be probably a very high-scoring game.
Yep, for real.
Say this could be a very good running back game to watch too with Saquon and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, the Saints defense is something to look out for too. Also, one of the better defensive teams so far in the league. Allowing a Cowboys team who's been known the past couple of seasons to put up lots of points and lots of passing yards and stuff, but nothing like that last week.
Looks like Devin White will be able to return. Estimated.
He's out tonight, so he's not playing tonight.
Well, estimated return date for him.
Yeah. AJ Brown, that's a name to look out for. He's not playing tonight, but
this is by far probably the best defense the Saints will face. So
yeah, I mean the Eagles' defense really hasn't been anything like special. So I'm not really confident in that. I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints beat the Eagles.
I wouldn't be surprised. But this is going to be a sneaky good game. 12 o'clock on Fox. Game to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully Saquon can keep up what he's doing though.
Yes.
If he keeps up, he's going to be in the offensive player of the year position.
Yes.
So
All right, on to the next one. All right. I guess it will be this one. Another battle of two 2-0 teams.
Yeah.
This is going to be, in my opinion, this game's going to be determined on J.K. Dobbins.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of funny. Like both of my favorite teams just suck against the run. Obviously the Chargers aren't as good. They're really relying on J.K. Dobbins to be successful, and so I think if
That's
the
Jim
Steelers,
Harbaugh's way.
yeah, and I think if the Steelers, stop J.K. Dobbins, I think they win this game.
Yeah.
I'm very scared. I'm very nervous of this game because it's definitely a game we could lose. But if Justin Fields keeps doing what he's doing, our defense keeps playing solid.
When is
I
Russell
have
Wilson
no
returning?
reason to be, I have no reason to believe that we're gonna lose this game. So,
When is Russell Wilson returning?
he's questionable, but I think at this rate, like, why would you take
Fair.
the hot hand out?
Look who else? Justin Herbert is questionable. He did get hurt in the game against the Panthers at the end of the game.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Good. Play Easton Six so I can fucking shit on him.
And maybe weather, and I would say game time weather 68 degrees. So
Yeah, hopefully it's on TV. We want to watch him.
probably not.
Yeah.
Not my. Yeah. Hey. Oh, my team might actually be on TV this time. All right, and I think this is the last one. Yes.
We bring the boom.
Arizona Cardinals. I said they were could be a really good team, and I think
You did.
their offense is really good. A lot of injuries for the Lions with Marcus Davenport, Eric Alexanzaloni, Amon-Ra questionable. A lot questionable for the Cardinals. I'd like to see Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. probably get more of their bonding going, or whatever you call it, their chemistry together.
Mm-hmm.
That you could see the potential in that duo for the future. And I mean, if the Cardinals played the way they played against the Rams, the Lions might be 1-2 at the end of this game. It depends on how if the Lions can contain Kyler Murray's scrambling ability. I think that's how you win against the Cardinals.
Yeah, also like Jared Goff, you can't be throwing 2 picks.
Yes,
that's how you lose games. Definitely gonna be a really good game to watch, though.
Yes, a paper popping stat for the Lions: they are 0-1 against former Oklahoma quarterbacks this year.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a paper popping stat.
If
they play the Eagles, they play all 3.
Wow. Actually, if you want to be real specific, they play 4 then. Blake Bell.
Okay.
No, what's his name?
Yes, Blake Bell, one of the Chiefs that plays tight end. Yes.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be playing Landry Jones, but the Steelers did him dirty. Steelers ruined Landry Jones' development. I will never.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. Oh, brother.
He could have been the next Big Ben.
Well, he got beat out by Bruce Gronkowski. But nah, I got the Lions. I think they'll bounce back.
Oh wait, I didn't even put this up. Fuck.
Definitely a game to look out for, though. I'm trying to figure out the TV schedule.
They probably don't have it out yet.
Why?
Right, there we go.
NFL TV map.
All right, so now we're going to talk about our award predictions. We're going to do this every 2 weeks, kind of like how we do college.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to alternate. So next week will be college. The week after that, we'll be back to NFL.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're doing. It's early, but obviously Things change. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just go over all mine. For my
Okay.
MVP, I have CJ Stroud still. I'm going to keep that the same from how it was. He's playing really well so far, and if he can continue at the pace he is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he hasn't thrown an interception in what 300 passes.
Watch, he's gonna throw a fucking
I
interception.
know. Did you see during the game they did that whole graphic, then he almost threw an interception the next play.
Yeah, I
They
did.
almost did the commentator's curse. My offensive player of the year has changed. I have moved it to Saquon Barkley now. I think he's going to continue his big play this year. And then my defensive player of the year, I have switched that as well to Aiden Hutchinson.
Mm.
I think you saw it with the 4 sacks. He's going to have a big year. Obviously, if you have a game with 4 sacks, it's going to put you above a lot of people. And if he could just continue at a good pace, he would be leading the league in sacks. Offensive rookie of the year has changed for me as well. I've changed it to Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
I had it as Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, obviously, we said he's not looking very impressive. Defensive rookie of the year, I have Jared Verse, which
Mm-hmm.
has changed for me. He's obviously looking really good for the Rams. Coach of the year, this has changed for me as well. I have Kevin O'Connell of the Vikings. If they can continue at the pace they are, if they can win 7 to 8 games with all the injuries they've had, I think you have to give them Coach of the Year at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
And then comeback player of the year, I think I still have it as Aaron Rodgers because
Yeah.
not a lot of people that could be.
Mm-hmm. All right. So for my MVP, I think it's very tough because it's so early.
Yes.
Like, just if you're basing it off the first 2 weeks, I think you have to either pick Mayfield or Carr. But just off team success and where I think they're gonna be, I think I'm gonna change my pick from Mahomes to CJ Stroud. Um, I want to see their offense get better though, because it looks kind
Yes.
of um,
Janky.
yeah, it looks kind of whack right now. Offensive Player of the Year, I had Brees Hall, who he's putting up good statistics. I just think right now, if I had to pick either him or Saquon, I think I'm gonna pick Saquon over um Brees Hall. But like, he's been playing good football. Brees Hall has, so definitely a player to look out for. Depoy, I have to agree with you. Aiden Hutchinson has been playing amazing football. If he can keep up like he did last week, was he going up against Tristan Wirfs too?
I think they were alternating. He would switch the sides to go away from Tristan Wirfs, which
Yeah,
is obviously a smart thing to do. I'm not going to
yeah.
critique him for that.
I originally had T.J. Watt, which I definitely think T.J. Watt can still easily win it. If it wasn't for the refs, week one he probably have 4 or 5 sacks right now, plus some fumble or strip sacks and stuff and fumble recoveries. So definitely something to look out for. Offensive Player of the Year. I originally had Marvin Harrison, which after this week doesn't look too bad.
Offensive player or rookie?
Offensive Rookie of the Year, my bad.
Okay, you're fine.
I think right now, I think it's up. I think it's between 3 players, right? I think it's between Marvin Harrison, Brock Bowers, and Jalen Daniels. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm looking at like the schedule wise defenses they're gonna play. I like Brock Bowers.
Honestly, I can see it.
He's probably
If he can keep his production and not hit a plateau.
yeah. Well, and like the thing with this is like the reason why he's been so successful is because he's not just playing tight end. He's playing that kind of gadget receiver tight end position. So that's why I think like his production is going to keep on
Keeping on.
just keeping where it's going. Yeah. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I really haven't dug deep. I'm gonna look at the odds right now just to.
I think that's why I chose Jared Verse. He was number 1 in odds.
Yeah, Dallas Turner. That's a good one. When was this updated? September 12th. What's today? 16th. Nope.
So that was
Invalid.
updated before. Yeah. Hold on, I can read it to you right now.
Okay.
I have it on the ESPN. Player features.
Dallas Turner's number 1.
Jared versus number 1, Dallas Turner's number 2, Byron Murphy number 3, Liatu Latu number 4, and Kamari Lassiter's number 5.
Should I stick with my pick? I think I'm gonna stick with my pick.
Yeah,
just so I'll make it different.
I think it's too early to tell for the defensive rookies right now.
I'm not gonna pick him again because he hasn't played. I'm gonna go Dallas Turner. He's probably out of all the defensive rookies, I think I've watched him the most just because they've been on TV.
Yeah.
I originally had Liatu Latu, which he has not played really good. Comeback player of the year. Yeah, I think you have to go Aaron Rodgers just because of the severity of his injuries.
Yeah, I mean, other choices here.
I said Joe Burrow, but
yeah. So the top 5 choices here are Aaron Rodgers, J.K. Dobbins.
Ooh, Burrow. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins. I'm going J.K.
Oh yeah, that's fair. And Kyler, Kirk Cousins.
So good options. J.K. Dobbins, Aaron Rodgers, Kyler.
DeMar Hamlin's up there.
Bruh. No way.
He is number 9 in odds right now at plus 1,800. Daniel Jones is at 11.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Russell Wilson's up there. Zach Wilson's the last person with odds here.
Yeah.
Plus 25,000 for Zach Wilson.
All right, and then my original coach of the year was Andy Reid, and I'm changing it up right now. I think I am gonna go with Dennis
Allen.
Yeah, which he was. I think
he's number 4 right now.
Yeah, I think if you go back to when we did our predictions, I think I actually had him like him at number 2 or 3.
Yeah.
In my predictions for coach of the year. I because that's when we did that's when you named the awards off. Yeah. I remember. And I told you about the Saints.
Guess who's leaning the odds for coach of the year right
now? The Vikings quarterback or coach.
He is number. What's his name? He's number 3.
Is it Hart or Tomlin?
Tomlin's number 5.
Who is it?
Jim Harbaugh.
I said Harbaugh.
I mean, you stopped yourself because then you were like Tomlin.
I did.
Mike McDonald Mike McDonald is number 2.
Yeah. But I ultimately think that the Seahawks have to play the fucking Cardinals and
the last. Okay, guess what coach is last for?
There's Panthers coach.
There's 2 coaches tied for last for
Panthers
coach of the year odds.
Dayball.
Dayball's 1. The Panthers coach is not.
What? That's wild.
His brother is number 1 in the odds.
Oh my gosh, it's
John Harbaugh is in technically last place if you were to choose him to win coach of the year.
That's crazy. Crazy.
All right, Stu. Well, what's your favorite segment?
Yes, sir. And yeah, we're just doing it early today. BT still has a game that's being played tonight. So regardless,
when I will have the lead.
Yeah, but regardless, I'm picking first again because if the Eagles win, we're still tied for points for the week. So, yeah, it's been pretty close, BT.
It is. This is a lot closer than last year. You started to pull away last year, I believe. Hold on, I'll go back to that and get that record for us.
Buddy, I was 112.
No, at this point last year.
Oh, Episode 4.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. You just do your logs.
Okay. All right. So my first college football lock of the week, I got number 15, Oklahoma, who is a 7.5 point underdog over number 6, Tennessee. We kind of talked about this earlier. It's in Norman. I think Oklahoma's defense is one of the best in the country. So I'm going with the Sooners. Boomer Sooner, baby. Boomer Sooner.
So this is episode 6. This is when we first started recording it.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 6, you were 21-9. I was 14-16.
Yeah.
So I've turned my act around a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, though, I've been picking a lot of upsets, too. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, my second lock of the week, I got Boise State over Portland State. It's kind of my give me college football game of the week. My third college football lock of the week, I got Georgia Tech. BT is disappearing right now. I got Georgia Tech, who are 10-point underdogs over number 19 Louisville. I'm kind of riding high. I'm kind of like picking out of the box picks. So, yeah, why not pick some Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets? My NFL locks of the week. Packers are 2.5-point underdogs over the Titans somehow. Don't ask me how, but I'm picking the Packers. I mean,
I don't blame you.
it's a gimme, I think. And then I get the Browns over the Giants. I may shit on the Browns, but
It would be the
it's the
Browns to
Giants
lose
at
to
the
the
end. It's the
Giants.
Giants at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get the Browns over the Giants, and then I have the 49ers over the Rams, which could be a dangerous game, but the Rams have no offense besides Karen Williams. So, yeah.
All right. My turn. So obviously I could still have the lead here, waiting on the Eagles. Please pray the Eagles win.
Mm-hmm.
I have Penn State, who are 49-point favorites over Kansas State. Kansas State's the worst team in Division I college football.
Yeah.
And then I have my first upset. I have Oklahoma State beating Utah, plus 1.5.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yep.
Here's a fun fact for you. The combined age of the starting QBs in
Oh,
Saturday's
I saw that on Twitter.
is 49. By comparison, the combined age of the starting QBs in Sunday's Colts-Bears game is 44. That's wild.
And then, I'm sorry, Stu. I have the Ohio State Buckeyes beating Marshall. They're 40-point favorites.
It's my Cinderella team, BT. That is my second favorite team in college football.
Shout out Apex.
That's just like me shitting on UTEP.
I mean, all right.
How do you feel? How would you feel if I shit on UTEP like that?
That'd not be very nice. I
Yeah.
mean, I would say they're terrible. They lost to an FCS team. So. All right. I have the Jets. We're 6-point favorites over the Patriots.
Jets, Jets.
I have the Bucks, who are 6.5-point favorites over the Broncos. And then my upset here, I have the Los Angeles Chargers beating the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't blame you.
I think J.K. Dobbins is going to have a big game. Shout out Apex, by the way, for giving us fire.
Who? I don't know who that is.
All right. Well, I guess I have a max point to 7 this week.
I have a max point of... That's 2, 4,
Remember, using
5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5.
You got it.
Big week.
Big week. Stewie's hoping to. I mean, he might take the lead after this game, but I mean, he's hopefully have the lead and solidly in hand next week, as I think I've held the lead for straight weeks or 2, I guess technically.
Mm-hmm. That's how it started off last year, though.
Hey, that's fair. I'm not gonna go back and listen. But anyways, guys, thank you for listening to season 2, episode 4. Hopefully, we'll be back next Tuesday.
Yeah, we should be back. I don't have anything going on next Tuesday as of right now. So
we will be back next Tuesday, back at our normal time. I will either be very happy or very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, everything those YouTubers say. And we will see you next Tuesday.